This week, top stories in the UFC with the MMA homie. Hey, throw up your dubs. Hey, so
I want to see a gangster like me. I fought on 10 days notice. I went on 2 weeks notice. I made weight, passed the fuck out. My lungs collapsed and everything on 2 weeks notice. I done did it all. Let me see who gangster like me. I guarantee you don't nobody step up.
he said, let me see who's gangster like me. I guarantee nobody's going to step up. Bro, so yeah, a big news. Dan Hooker just had to step down from UFC Austin. So Bobby Green's like, hey, who's next? I'm ready. Number 13, I'm trying to get into that top 10. And if everybody knows, hey, Bobby Green's active. That boy is active. That nobody can take that shit away from him. He is one of the most active UFC fighters, and he's ready. He's ready to go. So I love that he did that. He dropped that. One of the other top stories on this week was Forrest Whittaker, had to step out and kind of put in his 2 cents about the Brendan Allen fight. So, I was like, okay, bro. Like, so basically, so let's just start here, right? So everybody saw the last, little drop we did. Whittaker says, I'm pretty sure he said my name. I'm pretty sure in his speech he said he wants to fight a contender. He wants to fight me or Cannor. I think he's number 10 now. He moved up to number 8. Shout out to Brendan Allen. Hey, we see you. He's obviously just broken into those top guys. I don't know. I'm not a matchmaker. Paul Craig wasn't a 10th ranked dude. He wasn't in the top 10 rankings. He got to have his bite still, I guess. The top 10 fights. Just do your work, UFC. Realize that. Recognize that. The matchmakers are there. I don't know who he fights next, to be honest, and I don't fucking care. Brendan Allen tweets him back and said, well, feel free to show me what those top guys are like. I always wanted a former champ, future Hall of Fame on my resume. That's what I'm talking about, Allen. Hey, you impressed the fuck out of me. 6-fight win streak. Trying to make it 7, and Forrest Whittaker lost to Izzy, number 3. You know what I mean? Like, Cannor also lost to Izzy, number 4. So the question is, matchmakers, Allen, number 8 now. If he fights Whittaker and he wins, where do you put him? Or does Whittaker put him back in his place and say, bruh, see? You weren't ready for this competition, but I'm here for it. Coming up next on today, we're going to do the top 5 stories of this week in the UFC. Chimaev, hey, ding, 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 ding. He called out Alex Bieta, tagged Dana White, and said, let me finish him. Let me fucking finish him, he said. So, hey, I love that Chimaev's calling him out. Now, everybody's saying, no, Chimaev, you didn't even finish Kamaru Usman, bro. You over here fucking chapping and shit. You over here, putting in your little 2 cents, and you didn't even finish Kamaru on short notice. So I get that. Right? Now, I think, what about this? Brendan Allen versus Chimaev. That's number 8 versus number 9. Now, who's going to win that one and put them up against Forrest? Just saying. I'm here for that. And we're going to add a new segment on this week. The top stories of the UFC this week with the MMA homie. The new segment's going to be, what did Sean Strickland last tweet X? Let's get it rolling. Let me tell you, cut something. That's how it starts off. Oh, if you're kind of dickless man who drives a car that is same as a cop, sincerely, fuck you. Oh, man, I love this shit, bro. I love this shit. One of the other top stories is we're going to talk a little bit about UFC Austin. I mean, that's just going to be a hell of a fucking card. You're talking about, number 4 versus number 8, Benny Dariush versus Armin. Dariush lost to Charles Oliver bad, and he was on a 7. I believe it was a 6-7 fight, a win streak. Number 4, he was trying to get that championship fight. Charles fucked all that over. Now, Armin, I believe he's 20-3. 20-3. He wins this fight against Dariush, he gets in that top 5. Now he gets a couple more wins. He's going in for that belt. You know what I'm saying? That's how important that. Then it was going to be Dan Hooker versus Bobby Green, number 9 versus 13. So I don't know who they're going to give him. You got next Rob Font, number 8 versus number 2. And then you got the welterweight Sean Buddy versus Kevin Galston, number 9 versus 11. Then you have a light heavyweight Roundtree, number 11 versus Asmad at number 12. Dude, that shit is stacked. That's one of the most stacked free cards I've fucking seen all year. You got the top 10 on each fucking card, on each fight in the main card. That's crazy. Hey, top stories in the UFC with the MMA homie. We out this bitch.